All right, now we want to go into how to apply specifically as an undergraduate student. There are four important subheadings: application, the exams, the documents, and the deadlines. Now for the application, it's usually online application or in paper form where you print it out, you fill it, and you send to the application or admissions office. Depending on the option you have available as you check the website on the admissions tab or section, it will be well explained the options available. Most schools go for online application, and if there's an option for paying of fees, application fee, you can also pay that online. Or if they have an option for paper, you can also do that. For the exams, like I stated earlier, as one of misconceptions, it is best you write the specifically stated exams on the school's website. There are usually two types of exams that you need to write: the ACT, American College Testing, or the SAT. These two exams test your competence in mathematics and verbal, quantitative and verbal aptitude. Each exams you can always register online, and once you write that exam, it is valid for 5 years, which means you can always use it to reapply to a new school, or even as a transfer student if you're moving from one undergraduate program in one school to another school. So it's 5 years valid. If you check the website of the school, you'll be asked or told the points you need to get for each of these exam, SAT and ACT. So you decide which one to write, apply, pay for the fee, and write the exam and try to meet up the points for each. And then you need also to prove your English proficiency. These are the second two exams. English proficiency. What this means is that since American universities conduct their lectures or teach their classes in English, it is expected that students, especially international students, must prove their proficiency in the language. So the two exams that you write to prove that are IELTS, International English Language Testing System exam, or the TOEFL, Test of English as a Foreign Language. IELTS is valid for 3 years. TOEFL is valid for 2 years. So still on the school's website, it will be stated the points you need to get in each of these English proficiency exams. And you decide the one you need to write or you wish to write, prepare for the exams, and try to get that particular point or above it. Now, if you are applying for the quantitative and verbal or the English proficiency, you will always make sure the dates you choose for the exam in the website corresponds to the deadline that is expected for your scores or your results to get to the school. Another thing is, for these two groups of exams, on the website of these exams There is always a section for each country. Most countries have unique or special requirements. Make sure for the country you're writing in, you know the requirements for that country. It will be stated clearly. The exam centers, the dates that are available, what is needed, if it is computer based, that is offered in your country, if it's internet based, that is offered in your country, if it is paper based, it will all be stated on the country requirements where you reside. So you pay attention to that and you prepare yourself when the exam you registered for comes. Now for the documents, because you need to submit some supporting documents that will be needed in your application process. For undergraduates, what you need is your high school transcript. This high school or secondary school transcript states all your grades in high school. So how you obtain this document is you go back to your high school and from your principal's office you state why you're there and a transcript will be prepared and sent to the school of your choice. Some schools may require a cover letter or a resume. That is easy and simple. You just learn how to write a cover letter and what should be on the cover letter. If they need a resume, you can always learn how to write resumes that correspond to application for admission as an undergraduate. Like I said, internet provides you with everything. You can always go and learn how to write resumes, cover letters if it is required when applying for undergraduate program. Now your financial statement. Even if you intend to get scholarships, some schools may still require some form of financial statement from you, stating that in the event that you don't get a scholarship or a financial aid, but you get an admission, that you still have some form of financial backing, either from your parents, your guardian, or your sponsor. When it's requested, it's always sent with a letter stating that you have some form of relationship and the person is willing to sponsor you. So financial statements most times is required. Some may require some form of health insurance. It depends from school to school. So you check for these documents and try as much as you can to provide the documents exactly as it is stated. Alternative documents are usually not accepted. If they ask for original documents, you send original certified documents. Now for deadlines, very important. The reason why deadlines are important is because when you are applying for admission, it's like a competition. Every person applying is presenting their best documentation and on time. So whatever you're doing, start early to prepare for application, getting your required documents, making sure it gets to the admission office in time so that you meet the deadline. Deadlines are always stated on the admission or application page. Very important. Try not to miss deadlines because when admission decisions are made, it is made based on a complete application process and documents. If it's not complete, it's a very easy way to exclude an intending or prospective student from gaining admission.